Welcome into the John M. Huntsman Center on the campus of the University of Utah for the 5A girls quarterfinal. We've got our third game of the day as West and Brighton prepare to tip off. Thank you for joining us, everyone. Dane Stewart, please be joined by Olympus head coach Whitney Hunsaker. Coach, thank you for being here.
Oh, I'm so happy to be here. Thank you.
This is going to be awesome. Her broadcasting debut.
Oh, man.
Going to be awesome. We talk about two teams, Brighton and West. They've met a couple times this year in region.
Absolutely.
You're familiar with both of them.
Absolutely, yeah.
What should we expect here tonight?
Obviously, West is just super athletic, so we're going to expect to see them get a lot of steals, put a lot of pressure on the ball, even just disrupt an offense with their deflections and kind of slow down and kind of break up Brighton's offense. Brighton can be kind of sneaky with some of their options. Coach Stokes has thrown a couple things at us that I wasn't prepared for. He's willing to try new things, so I think he might throw some of that just to try to disrupt West. But Brighton's got to step up tonight. Not West, sorry. Brighton's got to step up and be pretty perfect and limit turnovers and be ready to shoot on the outside because they're kind of mismatched on the inside.
Yeah, the two games they played this year were slanted in favor of the Panthers.
Absolutely.
And West comes into this game as the #1 overall seed in all of 5A.
And undefeated, right?
Undefeated, 22-0, the only undefeated in 5A this year. And Brighton in the Navy uniforms, getting the opening tip. How much do you think we'll learn about this Brighton team tonight early on?
I think maybe we'll just hopefully see some of their tenacity and see if they're just willing to step up and not be scared and play ready to go. But like I said, they got to kind of do that early and not play behind and get behind early.
Well, missed defensive assignment there, allowed that lane for Tua to go all the way to the rim. You see Lucy Chin there driving. This is an experienced Brighton team. Between Chin and Nielsen, Stevens, there's a lot of players been here for a couple of years. Ruth Larson.
Yeah, and still juniors, right? I mean, Stevie's a junior, Nielsen's a junior, right? Like they've been here for a while, and those other three are seniors, so they've been playing together for a long time, and they actually played together when they were younger too, like in the bantam leagues. So they know each other really well. They know what each other's going to do. So yeah, they definitely just feed off each other, which is great.
And thinking about this game, if Brighton wants to shock the state and hand West their first loss of the year, what do you think is that key for the Bengals?
I think Larson and Chin have got to be willing to step up and hit some outside shots because obviously you're going to expect Nielsen and Stevie to do their thing. And I think it's just going to come down to those two maybe getting a few more outside shots. And Charlotte making it hard on the inside for, I don't remember her name, 22 for West. And also their 32 coming off the bench.
Fonoti's 22, Latu's 32. That was Falatea with the drive and bucket, and Kylie with the rebound here.
Yeah, she's lethal in transition. They got to make sure they stop her early.
Corner three, that one won't go, and this is Cadence Falatea with the board. You can't tell. West will hustle and stepped out. Fonoti there stepped out, official all over it. Our officiating crew for tonight's game, Barry Beveridge, Chris Anderson, and Devon Cook. Congratulations to the officials for making it here to officiate a quarterfinal game up on the hill. Great recognition of their fantastic efforts this season. Brighton here to inbound. Coach Kane Stokes, second year as head man for the Bengals. The Brighton boys pulled off a big upset earlier.
They did. Maybe they'll send some of their good juju to the girls tonight.
You know what seed Brighton was on the boys' side?
They were 9.
They were 9, but they played a 1 seed.
They did, you're right.
Yeah. Here's a 3. That one off the window. Good for Kylie Falatea. She's got 5 early. She's got a lot of space here early, Coach.
Yeah, you can't get her getting hot. She's definitely capable of putting up 30, so.
Yep. Chin down the lane, no. Rebounded by Cadence. Sent ahead, Tua. Stokes wanted to travel there, doesn't get the call, but it will be Brighton possession.
This is where Brighton needs to be really careful with this press. They got to be smart.
What is difficult about this press?
They're just long, right? Those passes where you think they're open, they're just super quick and they're long athletic that you got to keep simple passes and not dribble too much either, right?
Coach Solo V for West. He was on the football staff at East. He was the head girls basketball coach at East. Won state championships. Came over to West. He's also not only coaching football, he's the head girls basketball coach here as well. I don't know how he does it.
I don't know either. I'm swamped. Like, season's over. I'm like, oh, finally, like, I can rest. But for him, like, football gets over, he's immediately into basketball.
It's crazy.
I don't know how he does it.
I don't either. I've asked him. He's like, oh, it's good.
Like,
That's it?
You must love being busy, I guess, right?
He must. He must. Early timeout here by Brighton. 30-second timeout. We'll stay here. We want to bring coaches on. We like to ask them some questions and kind of, help our viewers get to know coaches. You've been at Olympus. You were telling me a decade.
Yeah. I just finished my 10th season, so
when you think back on your time there, you've coached some really good players.
Yeah, I have. It's been awesome.
Talk about I'm not gonna ask you to choose one.
Okay.
but who's maybe the player you learned the most from?
Oh my gosh. Well, obviously we've had Blank, right? She's up here playing at the U. Just a solid player who, like, I think just taught me just like even just the finesse of shooting. Like, she just was always in rhythm and just really putting the time. And I think she just, like, teaches a lot of athletes, too, just, like, if you put in the time, like, things will pay off. And that's the same for Baker. She's just going to be graduating this year. She's a gym rat, that Baker is. And so she was putting in 2 hours at the gym.
It's a nice drive by Nielsen.
Great drive by Nielsen. She's got to keep doing that all night, for sure.
Sophie Nielsen, a multi-sport athlete, as is Joss Baker.
Yes.
Big three there by Mia Martinez. How about Brighton?
There you go. That's a good look. Try to get out early.
Will that maybe make West back off the pressure?
Absolutely. And maybe they'll just kind of go more into because they do have a half-court 2-2-1. They're actually pretty well as too, so that might be something they might have to shift to if Brighton can continue to get those transition numbers.
But you got to do that multiple times.
Absolutely, yes.
Boy, tough baseline shot there. Rebounded by O'Neal. On the drive, Chin.
3 in a row, getting right to the rim.
And a timeout taken by Coach Solo V as back-to-back drives to the rim. This one, that's a Dane error. Oh, hey, look, our producer taking credit for a flub. We appreciate that. All right. Timeout. We are going to just stay here real quickly. We want to thank our sponsors here for our championship week. Tab Bank is home of the Tab Spend Rewards checking account with a 3.5% annual percentage yield on your account balance and a 1% cash back on eligible purchases. It's a big deal. Want to thank Tab Bank for sponsoring our coverage of the 5A basketball tournament on KSLSports.com. Coming us out of this timeout. I mean, we talked about, if Brighton can get the ball up the floor quickly, maybe behind this pressure, is that enough? I mean, Coach Solovey calling that timeout, obviously not very happy.
No, and I think he'll make an adjustment here, right? Maybe pack it in a little bit more, see if they can just kind of slow them down, right? And minimize some of those easy layups that Brighton's had the last few possessions.
10-8. I was kind of curious. You look at the box scores for West, and it looks like every game's a blowout. I mean, they just don't play a lot of competitive games. I was curious how long Brighton could stay in this one.
Right.
They've done a nice job here early.
Yeah, plenty of time.
Drive trying to hand that off. Amua. Inside, no second chances long. And O'Neal with the takeaway inside.
A great defensive stop right there from Brighton.
Running the floor. Oh, that just creeped out. Tua looking for the handoff. Saved. Nice play. Falatea with the runner. Wouldn't go, tapped out. Tua, jump stop, lost it going up.
I was going to say the same thing.
How you like the view up here, Coach?
It's pretty nice. Obviously, I'd rather have the view down there coaching, but this is pretty good. Second best.
It's consolation
Yeah,
prize.
right.
That's what we tell people.
Yeah, I think if Brighton wants to stay in this game, they're going to have to limit those second chance opportunities. Their overall defense is pretty good, but...
Just travel. Yep, that's a travel.
Yeah, great call.
Feet shuffled.
Oh, he's going to stay in the press.
I think you maybe give it one more chance, right? One or two. Say, hey,
Yeah.
guys, remember what we do. This is how we execute. Let's see if they can do it. Larson. Just missed that one. It'll head back to the Panthers. Couple wins here for early for Brighton. One, West not really being able to run the floor.
Yes.
They've had some looks in the half court, but Brighton has made them really operate out of that half court set.
Sure. And I think West, too. I think West is maybe overpassing a little bit, too. Maybe not quite. They're anticipating that help side that Brighton's been doing.
Olivia Stevens goes right to the rack.
Yeah, West has got to slow that down. It's great looks for Brighton. Getting to the rim.
I love that Brighton's kind of giving West a little bit of their own medicine.
Absolutely.
That one off the glass won't go. Larson with the rebound. Numbers for Brighton. Who are these guys? Up to Sophie Nielsen. Tied up at 12. Latu, too strong. Larson. Oh, that's a tough pass.
Yeah.
You can tell Brighton is very intent. Get up the floor.
Yes. This is what West has the advantage, though, too. Like, he just brought
Line
three subs. Like,
yeah,
his groups just don't usually drop pretty drastically when he brings all. Like, he plays 8 or 9 kids, and, like, the momentum stays the same. So that's where maybe Brighton might come up a little bit short.
Well, you've done it for a quarter. Can you do it for a full game?
Right?
That just skipped out on Nielsen. Inside 2 to play here in the opening quarter. Fonoti sends out. Kylie, left-hand drive, no. And we're going to tie up, dual possession.
Great hustle from both teams there.
Era will keep it here. Coach, we talk about your history coaching. Obviously, when you started coaching, girls had kind of their own week at a separate site.
Yeah.
Now that's been combined. What are your thoughts on that change? Like it?
Overall, I think I like it. I think, especially, our boys basketball team is dominant, right? So it's been fun to always kind of be with them and had a couple opportunities where we had games close together and kind of support each other during those weeks, which has been super fun. Obviously, I grew up playing at Slick, and I always loved that gym. I played for Skyline, right? So,
nice bucket there for Tua.
Yeah, it's been kind of fun, kind of mix it up and kind of come to these bigger schools and kind of make it a little bit bigger deal. I think, especially for girls, right? Because the boys have always been playing at these bigger schools, and so it's been kind of nice to have girls receive a little bit of love too.
Boy, how about that wraparound?
Absolutely.
By Larson. Great take. Do the girls get a lot of excitement coming up here to the U rather than Slick?
This is like the goal of everyone's, I would say, like team goals is like get to the U, right? Or get to Weber, wherever we're playing.
But do you feel like the players view this a lot different than they did going to Slick?
Probably. I don't know. I'm trying to think, like, when I was a player, like, Slick, all the games are played Slick, and that's when we had, I think it was 16, 20 teams, right? And so, I don't know. Like, when I was an athlete, I was very stoked to go to Slick, but I feel like there's a little bit more excitement when we're coming here than it used to be at Slick, but.
Free throws here for Falatea. First one good for Kylie. She's got 8. Impressive first quarter for her.
Starting strong. Yeah, Brian's going to want to have to try and slow her down just a little bit. Have a few other people score. Or beg them to score, right?
Yeah. Makes them both. It's O'Neal, sends to Larson. Look at a 3. That's off the back of the rim. Brighton's here, man. I mean, Cosette Arnold said she was battling for that.
And their bench is here, too. They're getting so excited about all the things and being good team players over there.
Well, and Coach Stokes.
Oh, he's
getting his steps in. Yeah. Shot clock reset. So just a 3-second differential now. Oh, nice move. Didn't have enough on it. Room for Kylie. Too strong. West has had a couple of those. Finotti going back up. No. Contact and a traveling violation.
Substitution number 4, Higgins Valentina.
So back to West it goes. 13 plus seconds left.
Probably watch Kylie for a 3 right here. But she's going it all the way.
Here's Pan. Tia got to put it up. Will not get it. Impressive start for Brighton.
Absolutely.
16-14. West with the lead after 1. You're watching the 5A state playoffs on KSLSports.com.
With a tab spend checking account, you earn big rewards. It's hard to not make a scene.
How's your card?
Oh, my card's right here.
That's a big card.
You should see how much it's earned me. Sorry, Grandma. Tab Spend isn't just another checking account. It's packed with benefits.
How do I get one?
Just scan this QR code or go to tabbank.com. It's all online and super easy to get started.
Start of our second quarter. Dane Stewart, Winnie Hunsaker with you. Coach, what stood out to you that first quarter?
I just love that Brian didn't come out scared. I think this is, we're playing the 1 seed, right? You can't play scared. So awesome of them just to show up and just lay it all out there and just give West all they have.
Baseline J there for O'Neal. Kings Falatea hit the 3 for West on that opening possession.
Don't let her get hot.
Oh, and she got her own miss. Finotti, 3rd chance. No, 4th chance. Too strong, and now Tua will head to the free throw line. I'm actually quite shocked how Brighton played that first quarter. Their ability to get through that pressure and just run,
Yep.
I was not expecting that from this Brighton squad. That was super impressive.
Yeah, Brian's really, they're pretty fast. They're pretty sneaky when it comes to that. With Stevie and Shin, both really quick guards that as long as they can handle the ball and make good passes, I think Brighton can continue to be successful at that press tonight.
1 of 2 on the trip for Tua. 4-point lead for West. Here's the real critical question.
Okay.
Who wins, a Panther or a Bengal Tiger?
Oh, man. I don't even know. Are they both in the, is that what, the rank? No. Where the,
Well, they're both
I'm
cats.
sounding like a blonde.
No, you're good. Long 3. No. Yeah, what, Bengal Tigers? I think they're like India?
That sounds right.
I don't know. That's probably I don't know. I don't know where they exist.
I might go with the Bengal, though, over Panther. I don't know. I just like, I don't know, but I feel like
Panthers are
kinda
fast, though, right?
Aren't they kind of stealthy? I guess all cats are
I think so.
stealthy.
Yeah. As you can tell, we're big animal
Yeah,
people.
right, obviously.
Yeah, this is
We
our
spend too
niche.
much time in the gym, I guess.
Here's Chin. Looks inside. Boy, O'Neal's been strong. That shot just a little short. Put back is good.
Big rebound. So good here.
You know, not just like Brighton's lack of intimidation and that they're going at him, but they're responding. Like every time they go down, there's an answer. There's a whistle right after that bucket. Are we going to get a delay warning potentially? Officials here conversing.
They're already panning it down to the other side. I don't know what they're doing.
Yeah, technical foul here. That was not for a delay. That was for some other reason.
Did you catch that? I missed it entirely.
Boy, that's her third. That's costly for Caden. She'll have to come off the floor here, but the technical will be 2 free throws and the basketball for Brighton. Madison nicks the first. Not often you see that kind of a bounce go down.
Yeah. They're feeling lucky tonight, I guess.
Yeah. O'Neal, she'll try the three. It's just short. Chan going back up, no. We're letting some contact go here. Martinez on the drive, denied. Stout block from the Bengal D. Falatea, little reverse, count it.
It's a tough shot.
A tab bank and one here for Kylie Falatea. How about this drive?
She's just so good at stuff like that. She makes it look so easy. It's kind of rude.
She's kind of looking over the shoulder, like backside. It's
a tough shot. Good defense overall, right? Like making her kind of shoot to that kind of shot where she's not looking right at the basket so easily.
Yeah, you feel like as a defense, you've pushed her wide. You've kind of done your job, and she missed the free throw there. Oh, Larson able to get it back.
A hustle.
And a timeout.
Good job, Stokes.
Boy, the dual possession, but just before that, the timeout to save it for the Bengals. All right, 30-second timeout. We'll keep it here. 30 seconds. That's not a ton of time for us to have to worry about. Coach, what is your favorite thing about coaching at Olympus?
Just tradition, I think, at Olympus has been super fun and like.
Sorry, that's actually trademarked by Davis. You can't use that answer.
Oh, really?
Well, have you not heard Defend the Tradition?
No.
Oh, that's like their school.
I didn't even know
Davis
that.
like all about Defend the Tradition. You see it everywhere. I'm teasing. Go ahead.
No, that's good. I just like even like all of our sports. I just feel like there's just been a strong tradition for athletics, and all the athletics support each other too, which I think has been super great. Like Matt Barnes and I are just buddies, and we support each other, and there's never a battle over gym time, and we're supportive of each other. So just being able to have a community that supports you, in and out. Wow, I cannot speak. Your school. So it's not just who works in the building, but just the community itself as well.
I'm trying to remember, and I'm going to ask Vince to help jog my memory because he'll get it for us. But there's a certain memory. Speaking of shooting and Olympus,
okay,
we'll get there.
Okay.
West basketball.
Oh, nice play.
Boy, Falatea. Those driving lanes continue to be open for the Panthers. This might be the largest lead of the game for West. Stevens gets to the rim, can't get it to go. Excuse me, that was Nielsen. Intercepted by Falatea. Kylie, tough fadeaway. She's got 13. Look at this little move from Kylie Falatea. That's a tough shot.
That is a tough shot. Brighton's definitely making her shoot over them for her buckets.
There's Larson. Works inside, chin, hard off the window. Feeds over. Oh, there you go. Stevens with the bucket.
Field goal, Olivia Stevens.
Kick out here, Pan. Falatea for three. 16 for Kylie. Chin able to keep it. Oh, and out of bounds. The momentum here starting to build for West, Coach.
Definitely, yeah. I was going to say that last bucket from Brighton was kind of big to kind of try and slow it down, and then Kylie responds with that three. Like, Brighton's got to find a way to kind of slow her down for sure.
Yep.
And then get back to, like you're saying, like responding with baskets of their own. So it's kind of kept a minute, like they're responding well to West and their points.
Martinez back out. She's feeling good. And that shot's missed, but you can tell, like, she's feeling confident stepping in.
Yeah. I think that's still a good shot for her.
Yeah.
Regardless if she's feeling hot or not.
We'll stay here. Three on the way. Martinez, no. Stevens, yeah. Foul called there on Tua.
Foul on number 14, remaining 2 of it. Her first. The second team foul.
Just the second team foul on West, only 2 on Brighton. Nielsen. Good stout D inside. And stepped out. West basketball. Fanotti will check back in here for the Panthers. Meanwhile, O'Neal running to the table for Brighton.
In with the right on number 34, Charlotte O'Neal.
Falatea got the angle, another reverse. Oh, nice drive.
Definitely.
Number 2, Stevens.
Stevens with the answer. Fanotti getting to the rim. Brighton wanted a call, none there. Look out. Oof. Long three. And it feels like this game now playing right into West's hands.
Yes. Yeah, I think Brighton's now starting to get a little sloppier, right? And they got to kind of get back to how they started. Just playing confident. And obviously, basketball games are runs. West is on one, so Bountiful's just got to stick with it and stick together. Try and respond to this run that West has.
The half for Kylie, my goodness. I've got her with 18.
Yeah.
No answer. Fenoti. Turn around, no. Kept here. Pans three won't go. Saved again.
Oh, man.
Too many rebounds right now for West.
Absolutely. Props to them for crashing the board so hard. Keep that ball alive.
And Brighton's down there. I mean, they're trying to rebound the ball. They just can't get to it.
And it looks like they're kind of doubling the post a little bit, maybe because of that size mismatch, and that's maybe leaving some of that openings for those extra rebounds. Not everyone's able to box out.
Arnoldson will check in here for Brighton. Penalty's second free throw good. Larson. Boy, almost feels like she has that lane.
They just switched to 3-2 defense, it looks like, too. I'm wondering if Brian's having a hard time recognizing. Kind of looks like a man for a minute with that high ball pressure. But they might want to look at a different look, attacking the lanes, like you're saying, getting more in and out looks. You can't pass across the court against a West team.
Right.
You gotta.
Right. Oh, splitting it. And Falatea with a miss. And then we'll have a loose ball foul here called on Latu. 12-point game. If you're Brighton, you'd love to get this single digits. 8.
Yeah. Definitely trying to go in, limit, what is it, like 4 possessions, right? See if we can try to get down to 2. You're feeling more comfortable going in the second half. Especially West, I want to say their best quarter is their third quarter. So you do want to try and, like, bring this gap down a little bit because they're going to come out pretty strong in that third quarter.
Good ball movement. Sets up the open 3 for Nielsen. No. Coming near side, and I thought Larson hit that. Yeah, that's a great save. Right off Tapasoa. The hustle's been there from Brighton. I mean, they've played their hearts out.
Oh, definitely. Hey, when your season's on the line, right? You got to lay it all out there.
Potentially the last game of the year. Can't hold anything back now. Out of the corner. Bodell, no. Oh, kept here. Not disrupted. Shot clock still at 15. Can be patient here. Bodell's 3, no. And that will be West possession. Shot clock turned off. Couple good looks there.
Yeah, absolutely. That's the thing with the zone, though. You can't settle too much for outside shots, right? Like, they've got to be able to still attack and
I think
get a couple easier looks, too.
On that possession, rather than the quick shot, get the right shot, right? Work that ball around. Falatea, why not? She's got 20. O'Neal on the drive. No. Kept here, 4 seconds left. Nielsen's 3 is short. And it was tight through 1. West creating a little separation as we head to the half. 38-24, Panthers leading the Bengals at the break in the 5A quarterfinal. Our second half, 38-24. West with the lead over Brighton. Dane Stewart, Whitney Hunsaker with you. Coach, loved the start for Brighton.
Oh,
but
absolutely.
Kind of averages starting to play out in that second quarter bit.
Yeah, probably. And I think West probably just maybe wasn't totally anticipating Brighton to come out that hard. And so, but I props to West for responding well in that second quarter. I think we talked about it, scored 22 points in that quarter, which is a great response. So a great start from Brighton.
Yeah, we think it was a 22-12 second quarter advantage for the Panthers, as you see it blocked there by Pan. An early foul here. Yeah, that's Falatea. Maybe bang knees there. Not a good sign for West. I mean, it looks to be okay, but.
Yeah, when she's got 20 or 38 points.
Yeah. Yeah, she had herself quite the half. You said you were a player at Skyline?
Yes.
You ever have a half like that?
Oh, no.
Truthfully, come on, Coach.
No, I'm a defensive player. Probably the most I ever scored in high school was like 14 points.
Oh, that's it?
Oh, yeah.
Jeez. You said like that's a bad thing.
Oh, no. No, I was the defensive guru.
Little lay in there, yeah.
Great take by Sophie.
She had a nice half, too. Had 10 in the first half. Good start there.
Oh, for sure.
Little step through, short.
Brighton's going to be more of that from her, for sure.
And get numbers here. 3-on-1. It's kind of like that line from the movie Miracle. Are you a big movie fan?
Yeah.
You don't defend it, you attack it. And that's been kind of how Brighton has tried to attack the game here. Corner three, Kylie. Nope, that was Cadence.
Yeah. You just see Brighton's shifted to the zone there, so let's see how well they can pack the paint and box out on that 2-3 zone.
Here's Larson. She's got a little space. Ruth with the three.
Yeah, I think that's one of the keys to Brighton. Ruth has got to be willing to shoot and hit some of those shots tonight.
And she has that ability. I mean,
They're in a triangle in two.
Interesting. We're going to let you talk us through that on that next possession.
Well, man, that's something, it's like PTSD for me right now. But
oh, bad memories? Sorry.
Yeah, he threw it right at us in both of our games, and we really struggled with it.
O'Neal with the bucket there. All right, talk us through this triangle on two, Coach.
Okay, so it looks like we got one on Kylie, and Stevie's got, Shin.
This man here.
Oh, now it's man. Looks like they might be switched. We'll watch it again and see if they go back to it. They did score 2 shots around that baseline on that triangle and 2, so maybe he got a little bit nervous. Stokes did.
I like that, though. Throw something at him, right?
Oh, exactly. And that's what I'm saying. I think that's Brian's willing to try things and willing to kind of see if something's hard for a team, give it a couple possessions. And
Yep. O'Neal gives this back. Nielsen's three is long. Room for Kylie. Man, I got bad news for you. She's coming back.
Yeah.
She's a junior.
Oh, I know. I think most of West's team is
A lot of them are.
I think Cadence, number 4, and 22. What's I can't remember her.
Fenoti.
Yeah, I think they're the only seniors out there. Aren't
Martinez, number 5, is as well.
Okay.
But yeah, I mean it's a young roster. On the floor, taken away. Oh, a traveling violation.
West substitution for Martinez. Replacing Alamamidi Minority.
Stevens trying to drive, count it. How about this take by Olivia Stevens?
Great take.
See that room and
Coming back into her, too, to get that foul.
yeah.
Smart play.
Shooting one shot, Stevens.
So chance here for Olivia Stevens, 3-point play. Tab, bank, and 1 there for the Bengals. Fa can't hit that one, kept by Falatea. Oh, nice patience. Gianna Fa missed the shot a little earlier in the possession. Scoring there is Martinez here called for the foul.
Foul on number 9, Mia Martinez. Her second, third team foul.
Second on Mia. Again, on the drive, but just missed that one.
That's when I'd like to see her take maybe one more dribble and just get that easy layup, piss off the glass instead of that floater.
Short. Good pursuit there by Martinez to keep it alive. Pan for three. Well, I'm not keeping track of the threes, but they're adding up here for West as Stevens with the drive and finish. And timeout. All right, let's go back in the rewind machine, shall we? One of my favorite moments, you talk about Olympus shooters. I think it was a semifinal. It might have been a state championship game, though.
Okay.
They did a little shootout.
Okay.
They picked someone from each side.
Okay.
I don't remember who the team was against, but the student that was picked for Olympus was Alyssa Blank.
Oh, yeah, I think I remember this.
And she went out there and she made that poor kid.
Oh, yeah, made him pay.
Yeah,
I do remember
she
this.
did well.
she
did well. You talk about shooters and the tradition and Barnes and all that. I was like, that was a really cool memory. And a lot of their students probably didn't realize who that was.
Oh, no.
So they probably razzed him pretty good. It was like, you got to realize, like, this is not really like, yeah, she's
just some girl, right?
Yeah, she knows what she's doing. She's spent some time on the hardwood.
No, definitely.
Anyway.
Yeah, that was a good memory. Thanks for bringing that up.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
I almost say, was it Springville?
I can't remember who the other team was. It might be.
It was the boys, right?
It was. Yes.
Olympus boys.
And I want to say it was like right after a loss.
Yeah,
for
I think
the
that's
girls.
the year we went to. Oh no, because semis we were at Slick. That's the COVID year.
Okay.
So
okay.
it was maybe right after quarters when we played Springville.
Okay.
Because that was here, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Nice take there, Cadence. And we'll get a jump ball here. Arrow will give it to West.
That's a tough shot. She was like underneath the backboard on that one.
I don't know what she's shooting tonight, but she's got to be over 60%, doesn't she?
Something, yeah. She hasn't missed. She missed a couple layups early, but since then she's been pretty consistent.
Larson couldn't hit that one. And boy, offensive.
Slight tip of the shoulder, I think, is what got her on that one.
West fans don't like that. With a second on Tua.
Into the West one, number 32. Right there, not good.
Two and a half to go here in the third. Nielsen. Yeah. I always get those two mixed up.
Pretty easy, right?
I know. Nice job there by Sophie. She'll head of the line here.
Shooting 2 shots, Sophie Nielsen. Substitution number 4.
Talk about, youth experience. Sophie, a junior. Stevens, a junior as well. 1-2 punch coming back. Ruth Larson is a senior.
Yeah.
That'll be a big piece.
And O'Neal, right?
Move on.
Shane, all three of those are
Yeah.
gonna be big pieces to lose for
Yep.
Brighton.
Yep.
Brighton substitution number 14. Here at the
Curious your take. I know you deal with this a little bit at Olympus. Sophie's one of these players, though, multi-sport athletes.
Yeah.
What kind of a difference does that make in the players that you coach at Olympus?
I kind of think it helps them just to like want to come back to basketball, right? They're not getting burned out. They're not playing basketball all year round, right? So they have a little bit of a break in between, so they get excited to come back to basketball, right? And I also feel like different sports trigger different muscles, right? So I would say our best defenders are our soccer players, just because of what they have to do here on the field.
That take by Stevens. A little off. West on the run.
And a great transition look right there.
Yeah. And that's what we saw Brighton doing early.
Yep.
West now kind of into their game with those runouts and finishes. I'm a big fan of multi-sport athletes. I wish you saw it more than you do currently.
Yeah.
Nice pull up there from Stevens.
Yeah, kids definitely specialize early, too. It's like, give it some time.
Yeah.
by number 2, Olivia Smith.
Coach Sill will be here, going to take a timeout.
Substitutions number 20.
30-second timeout. We'll keep it here. Coach, what is your favorite drill to run in a practice?
Probably one of the defensive drills we did at UVU when I was playing for them. It's a one-on-one zigzag defensive drill, but then you turn it into like working on like a back cut, and then trying to make it hard to get wing catches and then keeping your girl in front finishing plays. Gets them in shape really fast. And what helps is just kind of focus on kind of like the small pieces of defense and just like the basic slides and still maintaining pressure. So that's probably one of my favorites. The girls hate it though. It's one of those, I love it, but they hate it.
I had coaches who did that just to penalize us.
Oh,
It was
right.
wall sits and ladders.
Oh, no.
The absolute worst.
The worst.
Yeah, I try to convince myself to do that just occasionally. I'm like, nope,
Nope.
nope, will not do it.
Can't.
Will not do it.
Can't buy in.
West basketball here. Why do the girls hate it?
You just get so tired,
Okay.
right? And it's
All right.
just like
It's just
kind of one of those
quick
mental
iterate.
games,
Yeah,
right? Like another reason why I like it so much.
Well, as a coach, I'm sure you love it.
Well, yeah, no, it's just like you got to play defense when you're tired, right? Like got to buy in. And
Did you go do the drill with them?
not anymore. I'm too old for
Yeah,
that.
good call. Good call. That's why you love it, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Nice open shot.
I don't know if you heard what Bingham did last night.
I didn't.
So Bingham beat Fremont,
Okay.
okay? From the floor as a team, I think they shot 63%, the Miners did. They shot 70% from long range. Flauté is having that kind of a night tonight for West.
Absolutely.
She's been unreal.
Unreal. Yeah, you can't leave her open like that. It's just way too much time for her to get into her rhythm to
Yeah.
knock down that shot.
Especially with how well she's played tonight,
Oh,
right?
yeah.
Nielsen to the line here for the Bengals. This is the first. What's the piece of advice you have for youngsters?
I think just put in the time. Time does definitely pays off, and so if you really want to play, want to get some minutes in high school, you got to put the time in now. Start to develop some of your go-tos and your strengths, and start working on some of those lesser parts of you, right? And part of that's just getting in the gym and doing it on your own.
The zone here, skip across, Cadence.
Her third of the night, isn't that?
Yeah.
She hit 8 against us last year.
8?
So, oh yeah.
Oh, man.
Don't want her to get
Bad
too many.
memories
No,
coming?
bad memories. That was that overtime we had when we were up like 12 or something. And She just popped off. Wow. Another good move from Kylie, though.
Yep.
Too bad that one didn't go in.
Shot clock. Oh, excuse me, quarter clock.
Yeah.
I didn't realize the bench was a late signal, but that'll do it. 66-43. Panthers running away from the Tigers. It's the fourth quarter coming up next.
With a Tab Spend checking account, you earn big rewards. It's hard to not make a scene.
Catch your card.
Oh, my card's right here.
That's a big card.
You should see how much it's earned me. Sorry, Grandma. Tab Spend isn't just another checking account. It's packed with benefits.
How do I get one?
Just scan this QR code or go to tabbank.com. It's all online and super easy to get started.
All right. Our main guy came to the rescue. We found the game. He was actually at BYU,
Yeah.
which is where she signed out of high school.
Correct.
And so it was a good little preview of what her collegiate career would look like. And it was Alyssa Blank against a poor young man out of Woods Cross. As that three scored by Lucy Chin. She got engaged early. I think that's her first point since first half.
Yeah. But definitely a great shot for her. That's one of her bread and butters right there, is that corner three.
And that save couldn't be kept in. Back to Brighton we go. Here's O'Neal. It's inside. Nielsen off the window. Sophie right now sitting with 20. Nice move there by Finotti. Of course, the winner of this game will play the winner of our next. Cedar Valley, Salem Hills, that 5-4 matchup. You familiar with either of those two teams, Coach?
Not as much as I'd maybe like to be. We did play Salem Hills over the summer, and they have a lot of options from what I remember. And lots of girls that can score and some height, too. But Cedar Valley has the new coach out there.
Yep.
I think he's done a great job wherever he's been. So you have him in his corner, in your corner.
Cedar Valley loves to run the floor.
Yeah.
And that Salem Hills team, one of the few teams to beat Wasatch this year.
Oh, that's right.
Beat them in the first matchup. As Brighton will have it here.
West now on number 4, Cadence Valetea. That's her fourth. First team.
Coach, your thoughts on broadcasting? You mentioned this is your first game.
It's kind of fun. I kind of like it.
Yeah? Well, when you get done with that coaching thing,
oh yeah,
in
yeah.
20 years after 10 state
20
titles.
years. Oh my gosh, I hope there's at least one state title in there. That'd be awesome. But
that one knocked away.
good hustle play. Tua is kind of one of those players. She's kind of one of those X factors. She's not very flashy, but she can get a lot of stuff done. Great move there from Nielsen.
I feel like a lot of their players are that way, right?
Yeah.
I mean, Kylie, Cadence, they get a lot of the headlines.
For sure. I just feel like Tua's just being a little more consistent with that.
That's fair.
She's so long. She's got a great first step, too. Valetea just doing her thing. And up to 30.
To a casual 30.
I'll just go play basketball tonight, put up 30.
Yeah, that's in a quarterfinal game at the Huntsman Center.
Yeah.
Oh.
Deep. Like that.
Sophie continuing to pour it on. She's got 25. Inside, offensive. Oh. Not a lot of argument there from Finotti. Doesn't necessarily mean she agreed with it.
Right. Classy of her, though. to
Yeah.
not, like,
Yeah. Not
get too
lose
much
it.
into it. Yeah.
Right. We've had earlier games where there have been player reactions after those kinds of calls. And
Yep.
I'm a fan of, like, look, it's a 19-point game. There's
Yeah.
no reason to
No
lose your
reason,
cool,
yeah,
right?
definitely.
We're okay. Larson on the drive, too strong.
Number 18, Ruth Larson of Brighton. That's her first team goal.
Realignment coming next year, Coach.
Yeah.
Looking forward to that.
I have mixed feelings, but definitely a good basketball region, which I'll be excited about. Every night I think it's going to be tough, and that northern region's also just known for defense. They're just, all of them just are really great about keeping teams to low points and low percentages, right? So.
And foul called here.
And then obviously we'll stick around with Alta and Brighton and Skyline,
Yep.
which is kind of fun for Olympus. Those are all kind of like big rivalries for all of our sports. So that will fun to kind of keep that going, and then just add 3 other tough teams right into the mix.
You said you do stick with Skyline?
We do, yeah.
Okay.
Football doesn't. They're going to go down.
Okay. Okay.
But all the other sports.
That's where for me it's like I really don't track realignments until it like actually happens because there's so much going on. But the different classifications for different sports, that's where, like, especially early on, it gets tricky for me to track all of that.
Yeah, totally. And I think Highland boys basketball is going to stay in the region. But every other, like the Highlands girls, will stay down in 4A. Their football will be 4A as well.
That's one thing for me about the realignments. I just feel like the rivalries really take a hit.
No,
it's hard to keep rivalries going. We're mixing up that frequently, but I get why they do it. There's a lot of changes. Year to year. Yep.
Movements for sure.
Blocked. Coming away with it is Cadence. That's really good for Tapasoa. It's now the 9th different player for West to score tonight.
Yeah, versus Brighton's, what's that, 5?
Yep.
That's the thing with West, right? They've got lots of options. Makes it hard to guard.
And they all seem rather interchangeable.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah,
have great versatility.
Earlier. Oh, yeah. Saying earlier, you can put 9 in and the momentum does not change.
Yeah. And softly off the back of the rim for Tua.
And he makes a lot of subs, too. I think that helps, right, maintain their defensive pressure. And they all buy into that defensive pressure, which props to these girls, right, where they accept their role. Go out there and just do what needs to be done for the team.
Like some of it is, I mean, you watch how they play. It's all energy all the time.
Oh, yeah.
And so when you don't have to, exert that for a full 32, I'm going to get, 16 minutes a night, then it is easy to go hard for those 16 minutes, right? But not a lot of teams have the depth.
No, absolutely.
Tough shot.
Strong finish.
That one scored by Nielsen. She's got 27, 77, 59. Timeout here taken by West. Coach, we'll ask you this. Your thoughts on the status of the game, girls basketball right now. Anything you like, you change, suggestions, tweaks?
I came to our boys game earlier and it's like packed house, right? So it's a little sad to like you come here and it's just maybe not as many fans, but I still feel like we're still doing this broadcast where I feel like before maybe that wasn't happening, or just not you guys, but just like I just feel like we're just seeing more and more girls sports being recognized and being celebrated, which has been fun. Obviously, Caitlin Clark has just been awesome for girls basketball. Even just like Diana Taurasi retiring today. Was that today?
Oh, that was today.
I think it was today or yesterday.
Okay.
My Instagram is lighting up with Diana Taurasi everywhere. So
I'm here 16 hours a day, so I have no clue what's going on. The sun hasn't come up when I get here, and it's down when I leave. So
that's fair. And so for her to retire, like that's gonna maybe hurt the WA a little bit. People love watching her play, just like how Sue Bird as well. Like they've definitely made a name for women's basketball, but. Yeah, they just love, like, you get on in, like, the South Carolina game against, like, UConn was big, and, like, everyone was watching. And So it's been awesome. I love to see kind of that shift that like people are watching women's sports and celebrating them as well.
Do you see a difference in terms of interest because of a Caitlin Clark? I mean, she captured everyone. Like not just women's, like everyone was fascinated with Caitlin Clark's game.
Yeah. I just think people like to watch good basketball, right? And so like that's where, and I think girls have now finally like given people the chance, like, hey, like we can play too, right? And so, and I think high school is just a little bit harder because like your main group is teenagers, right? So like they have specifics of like where they want to support and like they kind of buy into the society pressures, I think, a little bit more of what's cool and not cool to support.
Well, I think one of the cool things about girls basketball, and I have a lot of friends who feel this way, they've stopped watching NBA, even men's collegiate.
Oh, I love that.
Because it's become so isolation and individualistic.
Oh, yeah.
And you go to the girls' game, and it's still basketball.
Yeah.
Right?
It's more still team-oriented.
Correct. We're still running plays for others. We're moving the basketball. Like, it's how the game used to be.
Right.
You know, and I find girls basketball to be more that way, where it's just like, yeah, we're not, here's the best player and clear it out. And you know, it's just not.
Maybe we just see like tonight, Kylie has 30, but like there's 8 other players scoring tonight, sharing the ball and doing what they do best.
Yeah.
Right? What West does. So
1:15 to go here in regulation, 77-61. Our apologies on the scoreboard. Had a technical glitch there. Look inside. That shot won't go. Second chance for Latu. She's fouled and will head to the free throw line. Two free throws coming up here.
Second team foul. Shooting 2 shots will be right here, nothing.
First one good. Coach, I think we were talking off air. You said last year you had to play in that 9 o'clock game. How do you get a team prep for those uncustomary game times?
Oh my gosh, it was a long day. Yeah, I was also like 36 weeks pregnant. Like that was dumb. But so I think we did like a shoot around, right? We just tried to get in the mindset, try to stay busy, try not to think too much about where we had to be that night. Just kind of like treating it like a normal game, right? Just go in there and have fun. And we definitely, I think, left it all out there when we lost by 4. But yeah, like those are hard. Coming here to the big stage, having to wait all day. But yeah, I think just do our best just to kind of think that it's just a normal game and go out there and let's have some fun. We were playing the number 4 seed too at the time. Try not to get like too scared, right, about that too. So
we got a
lot of chaos, I feel like. Just right there. There's a West coach like clear down the bench. I don't know what he was doing.
Well, that's where like the ball ended up, and it was kind of all sorts of weird going on. But timeout here taken by Brighton. We'll step aside here. Be back. 78-61. 48 seconds left here in the 5A quarterfinal.
With a Tab Spend checking account, you earn big rewards. It's hard to not make a scene.
Cash or card?
Oh, my card's right here.
That's a big card.
You should see how much it's earned me. Sorry, Grandma. Tab Spend isn't just another checking account. It's packed with benefits.
How do I get one?
Just scan this QR code or go to tabbank.com. It's all online and super easy to get started.
Both teams with 2 timeouts left. 78-61 West. 49 on the clock. And stepped out of bounds. It'll be West basketball. So I know it's always hard. You come to tournament games for one of those teams, going to be the last game of the year. Brighton played their hearts out tonight.
They totally did.
It was such a great effort from the Bengals.
And really only 17, I think all their other games, right, were 30 or 40 point differences. So.
And even at that, like, it was double-digit lead at the break. And it's been, right around 20 for the fourth quarter or so, but Brighton played a lot closer than that.
It's been pretty even this second half for sure.
And because even Go ahead.
No, I was just saying, it's just that second quarter, I think it's just what kind
Yep.
of cost them there.
And you see a couple decisions where I think they got sped up a little bit. Saw that start to slip to 9-12, and Brighton got away from what they were doing, some quick shots, some turnovers. They made West work for it, but the Panthers get the win. Coach, your final thoughts on the West victory?
I mean, West is just a great team. I think they're going to be hard to stop, especially when they have so many kids scoring and putting up some points, and being able to put people in and play the defense. So teams got to have to show up and just be smart and try to match their intensity and not play scared, right? So great win for West. Great bunch of athletes. So wish them luck for the rest of the tournament.
They improved to 23-0 with the 80-61 win over Brighton, and the Panthers advance to the 5A semifinal. They'll take on the winner of our final quarterfinal from the Huntsman Center. That game set to tip at 9:10. That will be Cedar Valley and Salem Hills. 80-61 West over Brighton. Coach Hunsaker, thank you so much for joining us. It was a pleasure to have you.
Oh, thank you. It's been fun.
For everyone here, we will sign off and have our final game coming up in 20 minutes live on KSLSports.com.